Welcome to the California Immunization Registry training video, Schools and Child Care Facilities. This video will highlight the following training objectives: accessing CAIR, logging into CAIR using your org code, username, and password, finding students in CAIR, and managing lists and running reports in CAIR. To begin, open your internet browser, such as Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. Once you have opened up the browser, select the address text box and remove the current web address, then type in the address for CAIR at https://care.cdph.ca.gov. On the login page for CAIR, enter your organization code or org code, username, and password. Click the Login button when you're done. If you do not know your clinic's org code, please contact the CAIR Help Desk. You will notice the blue menu panel on the left. This panel is used to navigate through the different capabilities of CAIR. Announcements and release notes are displayed to the right of the menu panel. Review these sections periodically to stay up to date on new features of CAIR. To find a student, click on the Find Student hyperlink on the menu panel. The Find Student screen is used to search and locate any student existing in CAIR. To search for a student, the minimum search criteria includes any two fields. It is possible to search for a student in CAIR using full or partial name. If there's only one match to your query, the student immunization information page displays. If there is more than one possible match, all names matching your criteria are listed in the Possible Matches table. Using the information displayed for each of the students, you would then select the correct student by clicking their last name. If no matches are found, consider searching by using broader search criteria. There are three main sections of the student immunization information page: student information, immunization record, and vaccines recommended. The student information section includes the student's name, date of birth, gender, and selected tracking schedule. Selecting the appropriate tracking schedule from the drop-down menu based on the student grade level will update the immunization record and vaccines recommended section to show only vaccine series needed for school or child care facility attendance. Tracking schedule choices include preschool daycare, kindergarten, 7th grade, and ACIP. The top of the student immunization information page also includes the ability to access and print the student's immunization record, as well as the California School Immunization Record, or the Blue Card. To print the student's immunization record for the parent or guardian, click the Print Confidential button. Then click the printer icon on your browser. Click the back button in the browser to return to the student immunization information page. To print the California School Immunization Record, click the CSIR Blue Card button. It is possible to both save or print this report. You can use the browser icons or the PDF icons. To return to the student immunization information page, close the report window. The Student Immunization Records section lists all vaccinations the selected student has received. Immunizations listed in the table are ordered alphabetically first, then by date on which the doses were administered. Recommended vaccinations for the student are displayed in the Vaccines Recommended by Selected Tracking Schedule table. This section lists by vaccine group all the required vaccinations included in the tracking schedule assigned to the student. The vaccine group displays the vaccine name, The earliest date column displays the earliest date the student can receive the immunization. The recommended date column displays the recommended date, and the past due date column displays the date the student is past due, all based on the selected schedule. For increased ease of use, some dates found in this table are shaded with color. A green background means the immunization is recommended or past due. A gray background means the vaccine is not recommended because the immunization series is complete, contraindicated, maximum age exceeded, or the patient has immunity or medical exemption. Further explanation of these terms are in the school user chapter of the CAIR user manual. The Manage List page is used to create new or manage existing student lists to be used for reporting purposes. No more than 13 lists can be created by each school. To create a new student list, click the Manage List link in the menu panel. Enter the name of the new list in the New List Name field. Click the Save button. Once the list is saved, you will see the list has been created successfully notice at the top of the screen. Once you create a list, you cannot edit its name. Be sure to choose a list name that will not need to be revised. For example, use name like Kindergarten Class of 2016. To add a student to a list, from the Student Immunization Information page, click the drop-down menu and select the appropriate list from the available options. Then, click the Add this student to a report list hyperlink. Repeat the Find Student and Add to List steps to add additional students to the list. To view reports based on a student list, click the name of the list from the Manage List page. The Report Client List page is used to view students added to your school list, as well as to run reports for the students in the list. There are three main sections on this page: reports available for your list name, select tracking schedule, and client list for your list name. To remove a student from the list, select the Delete checkbox. Next, select the Delete button. Enter OK from the Are you sure you want to permanently delete selected students from the list prompt. There are 4 reports available for the school users: the Student List Report, the Student Immunization History List Report, the Immunization Due Report, and Student Compliance Report. The Student List Report displays the name and date of birth for each student on the list, sorted alphabetically by last name. To run this report, click the Student List hyperlink. The report displays in PDF format in the browser. It is possible to both save or print this report. You can use the browser icons or the PDF icons. To return to the previous screen, click the Back button. The Student Immunization History List Report displays the name, date of birth, and immunization history for each student on the list that's sorted alphabetically by last name. To run the report, click the Student Immunization History List hyperlink. After selecting the report, click the Refresh button until the status displays 100%. Once the status displays 100%, the report is listed in the School Report Status column. Click on the link to open the report. It is possible to both save or print this report. You can use the browser icons or the PDF icons. To return to the School Report Status page, close the window by clicking on the X in the top right corner. The Immunizations Due report displays the name, date of birth, and all immunization information for each student who is due for a vaccine, sorted alphabetically by last name. To run the report, click the Immunization Due hyperlink. Most often, you will click the Use All Vaccine Groups on the School Immunization Due Request page. The immunization due dates are based on the tracking schedule you have selected for this report. Then, you can enter a target date range in the From and To fields. For example, if you leave the From date blank and enter the To date as the date your report is due to the local health department, the report will include students who will be due for a vaccine by that date. Click the Generate button to run the report to identify incomplete students. If a student is past due for any of the vaccines in the tracking schedule, then he or she will be included in the report outcome. If no students are listed in the report, then all students on the list are complete or up to date for the selected date range. It is possible to both save or print this report. You can use the browser icons or the PDF icons. To return to the school report status page, close the window by clicking on the X in the top right corner. The student compliance report displays the name, date of birth, immunization information, and whether the student is compliant for childcare, kindergarten, or 7th grade entry based on the chosen tracking schedule. Enter the target date range for the student compliance report request. You will follow the same processes as the student history report. After selecting the report, click the refresh button until the status displays 100%. Once the status displays 100%, the report is listed in the school report status column. Click the link to open the appropriate report. It is possible to both save or print this report. You can use the browser icons or the PDF icons. To return to the school report status page, close the window by clicking on the X in the top right corner. For additional CAIR support, you can reference the CAIR user manual located under the Forms tab on the CAIR login page at the URL listed on the screen. Or you can contact the CAIR Help Desk by phone at 800-578-7889 or by email at cairhelpdesk@cdph.ca.gov.